What's up YouTube, this is Diedrich. So we're not wasting any time today, we're going to get right into building these dirt bike wheels. These are the hubs I got back from powder coating. They look absolutely amazing. The first thing we need to do is get our bearings and beat them in with a hammer and a socket. I got them on this piece of wood so I don't scratch up all my fresh powder coating. I'm just going to put the bearing in, make sure it's starting off straight. And we just need to find a socket that fits around the outer race. You don't want to beat on the inside race because you can mess stuff up. Now I put these in the freezer for about a day before I did this. You can use a torch to heat up the hub too, it makes it easier. That's what I did on my last bike, but freezing them made it pretty easy too. They go right in. I put the seal in also. Now let's do the other side. Oh, don't forget about this spacer, because if you do, you're going to be really mad at yourself. Okay, and that's all there is to it. I wouldn't be scared at doing this at your home. She's ready to go. So here's our new XL rims that we got off eBay. We're going to go ahead and lace these wheels up and attempt at truing them. I've never laced a wheel and I've never trued a wheel, but there's a first time for everything, I guess. So there it is. Once you get the pattern down, it's actually really easy. And I just got all these hand tight. And I try to tighten them up all equally so it would start off straight. I kind of just had a theory, if I screwed them all in the same amount, then it should be pretty straight. Here's this truing stand I picked up. This just slides in so it can spin on it. Has a little dial to make sure you're lined up and everything like that. And we'll tighten her down. We'll give it a spin and see how far we are. It's a little wobbly, but we'll make sure all of these are as tight as they can get. And then we'll break out the spoke wrench and start to tighten them down a lot. Or not a lot, but a lot. So the truing stand comes with this little pencil looking thing, and this is just so you can visualize where the wheel comes in and out, so you know where you need to tighten, where you need to loosen. Or that's how I guess it's done. I'm not really sure.
This half of the wheel needs to come to the right. So basically, these spokes on this side we need to tighten, and these spokes on this side we need to loosen, and that will pull the rim a little over. So let's give it a shot. I'm gonna see when it starts to turn. So right there. So I'd say the very first spoke. So we're going to So we're going to tighten this one. Then we're going to loosen this one. Then we're going to tighten this one. Loosen this one. Tighten. Loosen. All right, and I think that's good enough. I don't think I'm gonna get it any better than that. And honestly, it doesn't really have any up and down. It's rolling pretty straight, so I think I'm gonna leave it right there. I think that's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and get the rear wheel built. All right, it looks awesome. Alright, so I don't have the bearings in this wheel yet, and these little funnel pieces that are supposed to hold the wheel still, they're too small to actually fit in this hub. And it's 1 o'clock in the morning, so I don't want to be beating bearings in. My neighbors would absolutely hate me. What I'm gonna do is just kind of have it on there like that. Well, probably better than that. Let's see. I don't know, I'll figure something out so it can spin on there, and I'll just get it somewhat trued up to where I can mount the tire on it, and then I'll do further truing once I get the bearings in. So that's about all I'm gonna do on the rear wheel. Just to check them out real quick. I think I'm gonna call it right there. I attempted to put on the tire on this one and it was a fail. That's the one thing I just suck at, is putting tires on wheels. So I'll probably just labor that out. I'll take it to the, dirt bike dealership and have them put on some new tires, some new tubes and stuff. I think they turned out pretty nice. I've never built wheels before. But I'll have the motorcycle shop true them up and get them looking pretty nice. So, I wanted to talk to you guys why it's been so long in between videos. As some of you may know, I'm in the military, and sometimes the military wants you to go somewhere and you really can't tell them no. And so some months I might be gone randomly. I'll try to keep you guys updated, maybe make videos while I'm gone, talking about stuff, like the stupid videos I do sometimes. I'll try to put those out more while I'm TDY or deployed or something like that. I figured since this was a short video, I was just trying to get a video out and I really only got to the wheels, we could unbox everything that I bought for this bike. I have it sitting over here on the shelf and I haven't unwrapped all of it yet to check it all out. I have all the stuff from powder coating and all the stuff from eBay. So let's unbox it all and see what it looks like. Also, for the boots, I messaged the guy on Instagram, but he hasn't messaged me back. So go check your messages and see if I messaged you. If he doesn't message me back within a few days, I'm gonna pick another winner. And once I get into contact with someone, then I'll post the winner. These are the 3 pieces of the frame. Let's go ahead and open them up. I already think it looks pretty freaking solid. I know a lot of people are mad that I powder coated this swing arm, but I don't really care. I don't really ride that much. I really just like working on bikes, so making them look cool and stuff. But that is sick. There's it's like a magnesium color is what I was going for. That's gonna look really good with all the green stuff. That's why I went with that darker gray color. This is, I think, more original. This is gonna make my bike stand out more. And I'm sorry about those crickets. I've killed like 55 of them. But, I don't know. There's always one left. And they're like the loudest things in the world. Dang, son. That's so cool. I don't know if you guys can tell, how cool that color is, but it's really cool looking. If you want to be lazy, just pay to get it powder coated because they do all the work for you. Man, they have this thing packaged. All this freaking foam. Ugh, that's heavy. Steel frames. There it is. Check it out. Shut the fuck up. Hey. Dude, I swear. Okay, so I have this crack in my building right here, right? And they live in it. I guess that's the problem at shooting at 2 a.m. in the morning. Dang, that's so sick. Alright, what is this thing? Alright, so this is the linkage. They were having a special on this gray, actually. They had a bunch of extra. So they gave me a really good price if they said if I used this gray. And it looked like magnesium, so we went for it. So we got a lot of that stuff in that color. This is the Pt.3. Gray with this one. I think this whole box I grabbed is gray. Cost me like, I think $500 to coat everything. It's the bottom Pt.3. It's looking pretty good. This right here is all the green stuff that I got. These are all the clamps for the guard on the bottom. Some mounts. These are for the spring. They're looking pretty sick. Another engine mount. And there's the foot pedal. Foot peg, whatever you want to call it. That thing looks insane. Like, I don't know if you guys can see the color or not. Oh, and these are part of the linkage. So I wanted to, you know, have some contrast in the middle of the linkage. And that's gonna look insane, I think. That's probably gonna be the next video. Engine rebuild. Look at that spring. That's crazy. Here's the guard. You can see that color better. And here's the top of the engine, the head. These are the two things that I got black. Kickstart. I was just gonna buy a new one, but I figured these are fine. I couldn't really find one for a KX500. It's looking pretty good. Here's the sprocket. Looking awesome. Front sprocket, Renthal. Top end gasket kit. Wiseco piston. That's a 500 right there. Look at that thing. Jesus. That's like double a 250, if you believe it or not. Kind of pre-sliced all these to make it a little easier on myself. Whoops. All right, so this is the first green part we bought, and it is definitely a different shade of green. This is what I was afraid of. I mean, it'll be all right. Like, they'll be far enough apart, I think. And, you know, it's whatever. Here's our grips. Those are pretty much spot on, same color. I have a linkage kit from All Balls. We got brake pads, more All Balls. We have swing arm bearing kit. Then we have the steering bearing kit. So I saw these on here. I thought they looked pretty cool. These just go over your fork, and they're gonna make the forks look like they're black without having to like take them apart and powder coat them and do all that. And I guess they'll protect them too, so that's always cool. Oh, this is a big daddy right here. The Boysen cover. Every bike has to have one of these, or it's not a dirt bike. You don't necessarily need a Boysen clutch, or any Boysen products at all. Just get the cover, it's good enough. Here are the radiator hoses. That will look kind of cool, right? Running out of room on my table. Swing arm stickers. So here's a little brake lever thingy. I don't know if it's gonna work, but it was cheap, so I picked it up. And then I got a hammerhead shifter, which, I mean, the powder coating and the shifter from the factory, they're pretty close, so I'm pretty pumped about that. We got a brake caliper lid from Outlaw Racing. Oh, these things are cool. I already have these out of the package to check them out. There are the new bar mounts, which are gonna look pretty good. And these, surprisingly, are almost just spot on the color I got. Here is a seat cover. This seat cover is so insane. That's gonna look really good. And then last but not least, which I'm probably forgetting something. Everything's just spread across the garage in a huge mess. But I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Rinthal fat grip. Pretty close to matching. Not exactly, but it's sick. This is going to be an insane bike. Everything looks awesome. Happy with everything. Look at all of this. This bike is going to be insane. Like, holy crap, man. Alright, I'm super pumped on it. Tomorrow night, I'm gonna build that engine. It's probably gonna be the next thing. And I'm gonna take these to the dirt bike shop to get the tires mounted because I'm too lazy to do that. And we'll start getting this thing together, guys. Peace out.